so much for coming out tonight. I know we have some other people that's going to trickle in that are running late, but I don't want us to belabor the time. I want us to go ahead and get started and value the time and the space that we have to have Senator Barrow here with us. So the purpose of tonight is to educate community members on key issues and to increase public engagement and civic responsibility. Y'all know here, as pastor, I have been definitely echoing loudly to all of us that we have a responsibility beyond the four walls of the church to be engaged. And so I want to make sure that we are educated and also make sure, of course, we have our audience. Hello, online audience. We have them watching and who couldn't make it, and they want to know as well things that are going on and how they can be engaged. So we're going to get started. Our host tonight, of course, is the Bridge Agency, a wonderful, small grassroots nonprofit organization that's been around for about 8 years, founded by Nicole Scott. Yeah. Logos of Deliverance Ministries, some of the leaders are here. Amen. I am honored to serve as the servant leader and the pastor. We thank God for Elder Greer in the back, Dr. Nelson, and Mother Barbara, some of the other people here. And I'm so glad my Sora done stepped in. Hey, Sora. Yes. And then, of course, our board members. Of course, we have Kenny Houston here, who is a founding board member for the Bridge Agency 8 years ago. When I started this, he was one of the people who was very instrumental, who drove back and forth from Shreveport with Jared Fobbs. Lord Jesus, what a long time ago. And helped show and made sure that we built from the ground up. And so I'm excited to have him here to help moderate the conversation, and to Senator Barrow, who has a rich history as it relates to leadership, not just locally or on the state level, but nationally. And one of the things I'm most excited about is she's my soror as well, of the Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. All right. So we're going to go ahead and dive into conversation. I'm going to ask Mr. Kenny to come up and have a seat. And I'm going to ask Senator Barrow to come and make herself comfortable. And I hope that you guys would just start by giving a great big round of applause just for having them here with us tonight. And I'm going to turn it over to Kenny.
There we go. You hear me? There we go. We often come together to bring these type of messages to the community because a lack of knowledge is huge amongst our community. And if you don't know the answers, or you don't feel like you have anyone to go to say, hey, what do you think about this? How should I feel about this? You often go unknown on the situation. But today, we have someone right here firsthand in front of you. We're going to have some good dialogue. We're going to jump into a lot of the things that we often go out and do as a nonprofit, and even some of the community leaders I see out in the crowd. You guys are often involved, helping making a lot of things happen. So we had her come down today. We're going to jump right into her opening statements and get this thing moving.
Do I need to do this?
Oh, for the
Okay. Okay. Here we go. Good afternoon, everyone, and I'm excited to be here and so glad to see so many of you. And I love close, intimate settings, and so I appreciate this. And so I'm going to ask everybody just to come a little closer, and we understand if you have to leave early or whatever. And to all of those who are watching via social media platforms, we're glad that you're joining us as well. Again, I am Regina Barrow, State Senator and President Pro Temp of the Senate, and I am truly honored to be here to share with you about the amendments and the importance of being engaged civically. There's a lot happening right now. And some of you may be feeling a level of anxiety like I do, depending on the day. Some days are worse than others, depending on what's happening on the federal level. But I want to say this, and I want to encourage you with this. And this is the one thing that I really hold fast to. And so since I'm in a church, I feel at liberty, maybe I can say this, because I know that God is in control. So no matter what, he is in control. I see y'all shaking y'all head, but I need y'all just to say amen, because he is. And let me just say this. We've been here before. This is not new. And then lastly, I want to say, you are it. No one else is coming. We can't look for nobody else to save us. We have to save us. And we have to prepare for the next generation. I see these beautiful young ladies in here, and I'm so glad to see them because they are our future today. And I'm glad that they are listening to this conversation. So I'm not quite sure exactly where y'all want me to start. Do y'all just want me to jump in, or tell me what you want me to do, Ken?
Well, what I'm gonna do, the focus point is Amendment 3.
Amendment 3.
Um, what what we do a lot of is going and reaching out to these youth
Mm-hmm.
and catching them where they fall sometimes and helping pushing them to a better future. And a lot of the youth that we come across often, we catch them when they're stumbling. Sometimes they actually fall.
Mm-hmm.
But with Miss Nicole being in business 8 years and the Bridge doing what it's been doing for 8 years, you see some of those kids that's falling and now they're doing much better. And from our perspective, this amendment will attack the entire foundation of that. So there will be no more slipping and falling. There will just be a fall.
Mm-hmm.
And the way it works when these kids get in that system, it's very hard for us to pick them up when they fall to a certain level. So we feel as if this amendment will be very damaging to our current cause. So I just want you to go into more detail and talk about what do you feel like this amendment stands for? What will it possibly do to just the everyday community person?
So I was very vocal about this amendment, and I am still very vocal in opposition of this amendment. When we created, when the Constitution was set into law, one of the things that our forefathers did was make sure that we had a protective section in there that dealt with juveniles and how juveniles could be charged. And so in the law, it did not allow children under the age of 17 to be prosecuted as adults. Well, that was changed a couple years ago, and then it changed to 17. No, no, no. I'm sorry. Children 17 and older could be charged as adults. And then we changed it where you had to be at least 18 or older to be charged as an adult. And then that was reversed last year before last. Everything's kind of getting kind of mixed up since COVID. And we actually rolled that back. So now a child 17 and older can be charged as an adult. However, currently in law, depending on the crime, a child 14 to 16 can be charged with felony offenses. So this makes me really wonder as I listen to the argument of the author and some of my colleagues who actually brought the legislation. Because depending on the crime, a DA can charge a child now as an adult. So now we're looking at, and they're saying not to go under the age of 14, but there is nothing that once we take it out the Constitution that does not say that the legislature cannot lower that age. And as I look at the legislature and how it has changed since I first came in, so in April of this year, April 5th, 2025, will make 20 years that I've been in the legislature. I have watched this shift in terms of attitude in general about people with some of my colleagues that I serve with. It's not the same. When I first got into the legislature, it did, I'm a Democrat, always been a Democrat, and I work with Republicans, and many of them were not mean-spirited. We may not agree, but when we would disagree, we could actually leave the building and still have a conversation. Many of you may remember the altercation that I had with a colleague now 2 years ago because I was standing up from funding that they were trying to take from Baton Rouge in the tune of almost $1 million that was going to be taken from our local tax base immediately. And because I stood up, I had a confrontation with a colleague, which I had never had no one to put their finger A in my face. B cursed me, and literally I almost saw stars because I was like, was he talking to me? And so the environment has changed. And so that does not give me a lot of comfort for people who may be coming behind reflected in how they feel about young people or how they feel just in general. So because I've seen this level of change in the last 20 years, being able to just leave this strictly up to the legislature, and it would require a two-thirds vote. But I can tell you right now, we are the minority in both chambers. In the Senate and in the House, Democrats are the minority. As a matter of fact, in the Senate, they don't even need us almost for any vote because they have the majority, the supermajority. In the House, it's a little different. It's a slimmer margin. But at the end of the day, there's nothing to say that that won't change. So because of that, I am very concerned about offenses that children can be charged as a mistake, being at the wrong place at the wrong time. And when you don't have the resources, see, this is where it really gets really thick. Because many children, so let me say, I'm going to say this, because I don't know who's watching. Many families that don't look like us have more resources oftentimes than we do. Sometimes they know more people than we know. Okay? And so they're able to get what their child need because their child may be, they may have a chemical imbalance. There may be something going on, right? That does happen. And a lot of times they get properly assessed. Our children do not get properly assessed, oftentimes until it's a little late, and they can't get the help that they need. So because of those different factors, then a child can be charged as an adult for something minor, wrong place, wrong time, because they have in there carjacking. And one of the things that I saw, and this is bad. This may be a bad example, but I saw the kids, the children who were involved with the carjacking with the lady out of New Orleans where they snatched the purse, right? And consequently, the lady died. One of those kids was not supposed to be in the car. They didn't know what was going to happen, but they got charged the same. So it's all of those things, right, that become factors. And the other thing that I know, because I work so closely with children and have for a long time before I was in this arena, I worked with a counselor. I was her administrative assistant. Did that for a long time. I love kids. I've seen some of the traumatic experiences that children have been through. And then oftentimes still, we don't get the help or the support we need to heal. And then children have to grow up with all of these painful experiences. And not that you make excuses for it, but when you don't receive assistance, you don't receive help, you don't receive counseling, sometimes we don't believe in counseling in our community. That's a whole nother issue by itself. Then kids act out. Um, and so, again, a child can get caught up. And the other part that's really troubling for me is the fact that it allows the legislature to list what the crimes would be. So right now, there's actually a list of crimes that a child, even 14 or 16, So I would say that I see a move afoot in that area now, especially after the loss of Kamala. I think that there's been a lot of different conversations in terms of what the party did or did not do. And I believe that the matrix that they have used is really outdated. And I think that there is new leadership that's looking at that in terms of what can we do differently. We are the tent of everybody, right? Everybody's able to come to the Democratic Party. But at the same time, I think that messaging is one of the things that we have to work on. And then just that commonality of really staying together. Yeah, Stacey Abrams was able to do that, but that took what people don't know is how long she had been working on that. So, and I think we have some movement even now. I'm sorry, even now in Louisiana, that's beginning to move in that direction. But it's not something that happens overnight. But I'm gonna tell you, see these two little young people right here. This right here is what gives me courage because as we are speaking right now tonight, and you're young too, I see you Morehouse jersey on. Um, the young folks, because every major move that has ever happened in this country has always come with young people, right? And so that's what I'm looking at because we can no longer just tell them anything and they just listen. They are researching it. They have access to information on their own, and they would challenge you. And so, because of that, they are challenging some of the older leadership. And I'm beginning to see that level of change in the Democratic Party.
Next question. Go ahead.
Um, I would have more like it's like a statement and a question.
Okay.
So basically, I'm a part of Student Government Association at my school, and I deal with a lot of students coming to me asking me, okay, what we supposed to be doing for this month, or what y'all gonna be doing for this month. But then it's also a situation with can we start getting more funding for certain things at the school? And I know sometimes that's not y'all fault or that has nothing to do with y'all. It's more of dealing with the actual school board. But I also wanted to know how would y'all like how would those amendments help us as a community, help us build on to those schools and actually add more requirements for the students because a lot of stuff we don't know. And schools not are they're not mentally preparing us for oh you gotta pay taxes. You gotta make sure what you gotta know what to do when you're buying your first home. Like a lot of kids don't know how to do that. And a lot of them students graduating and they still don't know what they're doing.
It's always college, college, college. Everybody don't have no college mindset. Some of them kids want to go to work. How they gonna do that? Some of them don't know how to fill out a job application.
Half of them don't even know how to sign their name in cursive because we don't have the funding for those classes.
But with certain things, I do feel like school cannot teach you everything. Some things your parents gotta chip in and do because everything do start at home.
I'm gonna get up and get my ladies because they be ready. I'm gonna let you know now. Now, that's the bridge kids right there. Okay.
I'm loving it.
Now, now
I'm loving it.
I'm gonna grab them before they get like the amendments. The amendments we're going over is more so focused on like this criminal justice system, the judicial branch, funding. Some of that speaks on that funding, but kind of how she talked about it, so much in there. You can be speaking about that in a positive light. Again, that's topic one, but then we have 30 other topics on the back page. So you like, I want to vote yes because of that. And it's like, you sure you want to vote yes? Did you flip the page? So we were speaking to exactly what her answer is for him as well. When I first walked in, and I kind of said it in a respectful manner, I was like, man, I feel like, the Democratic Party out of date a little bit, but, not really. She was like, no, really. Because, again, as you guys come up, as y'all get together, because the young voice is a lot more powerful than the older voice. The young voice is just busy and distracted. So my challenge for the Democratic Party, which I'm going to throw this right on her because it was something I used to ask for, engage and give our youth a little more control. Because it's certain people, if you put in front of that camera and they say something, you'll be like, oh my God. I'm going to give you a prime example. It's one the kids love, but adults really don't understand it. NBA Youngboy is a god on earth. if he speak to these four amendments today, you will see a number of voters you've never seen. And it's not that he has to be so aware of the topic. He would just make them go become aware of the topic because they'll be able to debate about it. So my challenge to the party is to start to reach out to who the youth idolize and push them in the front because again, as you see, these young ladies was ready to go to war. You know, speaking to some very important topics that she can say right now, no, I'm in high school. I'm telling you what's impacting me right now. I'm telling you, I'm prepared and I'm ready because I had the bridge and I had other organizations. But I'm telling you, a lot of my friends are not. So, as a person, you have some authority, but you know, as they learn more, it goes up and up and up. We just have to continue to push them to the front, make that heard because she started all the grown people, we started to tell, we was tingling like, yes, because we all know that's what we missed in high school. We didn't figure it out till too late. They know it now. So it's power. It's happening already because I'm like, oh my nephew asked me about the stock market. My nephew called me while he walked in the bank. I'm in here, uncle, who I need to go talk to? Okay, it's a dude look like this. It's a woman look like this. Go ask for the manager when you walk in. Go tell you want to open an account who running the bank. Just giving them that direction because they asking out. So I think the change is coming. We want it to come faster because like our old spirituals, we've been singing for a long time. We want to keep seeing them come true, but I just challenge you to keep pushing to the party. I know you up for the challenge because it's something you already do now. So just keep pushing and fighting a good fight. But before we go, I did want to ask you this. The amendments are something we talked about, but I want to know, as someone that has been in politics as long as you have, the many fights you've had, some almost being physical now, because I know when our strong black women get up there and speak, y'all speak. What is your passion in politics? Like, what are some of the things that you wish to see accomplished before you're done?
Wow. And you know, it's really simple. For me, I would love to see us put our money where our mouth is. For us to really invest in education, early childhood development. Because everything rises and falls on individuals being able to learn, right? And everybody learns differently. But we can't put them in this box, which is what we have done for another 100 years, right? In terms of how we teach. And I would like to see that level of investment. We say it, but the materialization of it is not the same. And making sure that we put a focus on educators. For me, it's simple. Now, there's a whole lot I could talk about because economic development is a whole other passion for me. But when we really invest in our young people, I think everything else will begin to rise because the number of individuals being incarcerated will go down. Those individuals who are attacking each other that look like them will go down because they know who they are. So I'm not afraid of you because guess what? You're a queen, I'm a queen. You're a king, I'm a queen. You're a king, he's a king. That's what we will see. But we don't see that right now. And that's what I would love. That's what I would love to see. I just love to see that level of investment, like we say we want to do, because you can tell where our priorities are when you look in the checkbook of the state of Louisiana. And I'm gonna tell you, our children are not at the top of the list. And I'm gonna share with you guys something that God gave me. Let me see. This was during the heightened level of COVID, so maybe in 2021. I never forget it. Let me see. I got reelected in 2019. So when I got reelected, I was serving as the chair of the Select Committee on Women and Children. I was on finance, I was on health and welfare, and I was on labor in June C. And someone said to me, Regina, you don't want to be the chair of another committee that was more powerful, because they said the Select Committee on Women and Children was like, it was like just a passerby committee. Because for the most part, it's a select committee. It's not a statutorily prepared committee. So it's select, and we can only meet when we are not in session. And God said to me, and I never forgot this, he said, the children of the state of Louisiana are not well. And I did not know at that time what that meant. It would come later that I would understand it more and more. I've seen more children, heard more stories of abuse happening to kids getting younger and younger. I'm talking 2, 3 years old, guys. I'm telling you, some of the stuff I have seen and heard is unimaginable. And trying to navigate the system to help them sometimes has been even worse. So for me, I am really committed to ensuring that we are doing right by our children and our babies and giving them the opportunity.
All right.
One question I just want to ask. What do we do, okay, when you look at your local churches, when you look at those of us who may not be affiliated with the social cliques that exist around politics, what do we do to engage the people that are connected to us? Because right now there's a deep, just people asleep.
So the church to me is very powerful. And it doesn't matter to me how big or how small. Because you have a network of people who have a different network of people. Because you have all these families connected in this church. And they have people that they can call. Because y'all know, Big Mama call and say, hey, today is election day. Did you go vote? Then Big Mama call back a little bit later. Did you go vote already? So we also, the church to me is different in that it's its own community. I would say I believe each church has its own mission. And whatever that mission is for your church, that you follow it and that you continue to do it. But you make sure that you are connected with those individuals who are elected to serve your area. So your state representative, your state senator, your city council, your school board member, your federal, your congressional member, they should all know who you are. Not you know who they are. You heard what I said? They should know who you are. And they get to know you because you invite them and you engage them. And even if they don't show up, guess what? Let me tell you, they see your stuff. And when something happens, they will be like, oh, yeah, you know what? Wait a minute. I think I remember this is a church that may be off of Florida Boulevard, because they send me stuff all the time. They see it, even if they don't respond. But you engage them. You make sure that you have a conversation with them. Let me give you another rule of thumb that you may not know. If we get 10 phone calls on any one issue, you have our full attention. 10 calls, 10 emails, 10 social media, whatever the form of communication is. It can be done 10 times in all different forms. Collectively, not differently, collectively, you have our attention. Now, some of us going to respond differently than others. But let me tell you what a lot of my colleagues say. And they are saying it even now in D.C. Nobody called me. I haven't heard from my constituents. And I'm not going to even ask you guys how many of y'all have called your Congress members to say, hey, don't cut Social Security. Don't cut Medicaid. Don't dismantle public education. We have the right to do that and responsibility. Yeah.
Well, if we don't have any last minute questions, I want to personally thank you for coming out and speaking, no matter how big or small the room.
So I'm going to leave y'all with a charge. Everybody in here and everybody listening under the sound of my voice. So you need to share this conversation with at least 10 people that you know. And you need to make sure that those 10 people go vote. You vote, they vote, and then make sure that they bring others with them to vote. And that's how we do it. See, that's how Stacy did it. It wasn't just her working alone. It was all these people working as a group. And that's how the church can really change it. That's what they did it. That's what they did before. So this is not new to us. It's just that we have to get reorganized and restructured to do what we already are accustomed to doing. Because we know how to fight. We know how to stand up. So we just need to keep fighting, keep standing.
All right, that concludes it. Thank y'all for coming out tonight. If you have, I know they're going to probably stick around for a couple of minutes if you want to just interact with them or just ask more questions as they prepare to leave. You're more than welcome to do that. But I want to challenge y'all to stay engaged and to take this conversation home. Take it to your office, take it on your job, take it to the grocery store because we're on a deadline. I believe election day is the 29th.
29th, early voting has already started. It ends on Saturday. Election day is the 29th. Yes.
We got to vote. Got to vote. We might have to bring Danny and Jazz to the polls with us. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much, Senator Barrow. Thank you, Kenny. Y'all have a great night.